What is up, guys? We are facing Citizen V and the Thunderbolts on Expert Mode, playing as Maria Hill and Hulk right here. So let's go ahead and get the main scheme set up and everything. So stage 1A here says to choose one module set plus 2 additional ones because we're playing 2 players, each with the Elite Thunderbolt minion. So we have these 3 ones right here, Hard Sound, Parallel Spider, and Power of the Atom. And we shuffle the rest of the encounter sets into the encounter deck, which we already did, and then we have the Elite Thunderbolt minion set aside right here, and then we review the Justice Like Lightning environment, which we have right here. When reviewed, each player reviews a random set aside Thunderbolt minion, so let's shuffle these up, and then each player will get engaged with one. So Marijo is going to have this one right here, and then Hulk's going to have this one right here. And this one, the remaining one goes attached to Justice Like Lightning, and it says in Expert Mode, give each one of these minions a tough stats card. So flip this card over. So each one of the minions will have a tough stats card, and we are using our bias Sam tokens here because 2-player games, we need to save a lot of space. So instead of exhausting our cards, I turn them sideways to save space. We just have a ready up token, which you can flip over to exhaust on the exhausted side whenever they are exhausted. So both players will be ready up here. And then Thunderbolt backup says the minion attached here is in play and can be targeted by attacks and abilities. As a force interrupt, whenever the round ends, attach the Thunderbolt minion here with the most damage here. Swapping it with a whatever minion that's already here. And then in expert mode, we heal 1 per player damage and heal an additional 1 per player damage. So it's going to be a total of 4 damage and give a tough stats card. So basically, at the end of every single round, whichever minion has the most damage, we move it here. We heal 4 damage and give it a tough stats card. And this minion right here is not engaged with our player. It's just kind of in play, just chilling right here. And then that's it with the main scheme. Let's advance to stage 1B here. Coming in with 1 per player threat, so it's going to be 2. And if this hits 22, we lose the game. Let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. The main scheme says that each Thunderbolt minion gains guard, so we cannot attack Citizen V while these minions are in play. And then after a player attacks a Thunderbolt minion, that minion engages that player. So if, for example, we want Hulk to attack Citizen V, we have Maria Hill attack this minion, it engages Maria Hill, and then Hulk won't have a guard minion anymore. And Maria Hill will have 2, so Hulk can attack Citizen V. Citizen V cannot be defeated unless there's at least 2 Thunderbolt minions in the victory display. So we need to defeat at least 2 of these minions in order to win this scenario and defeat Citizen V. Whenever Citizen V would activate against you during step 2 of the villain phase, if you're engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, he does not activate and heal 6 damage. Instead, this is only during step 2 of the villain phase. So if he gets like an encounter card in step 3, like an advantage or something like that, then he will still activate against us. So he's probably going to be healing a lot here. I think we're all set up here, so let's shuffle up our player decks. And we do have Hulk as the first player because he's got a bunch of player side schemes in his deck. So we want him to play first, so both players can help throw it out if we want to do that. And then, yeah, I think this would be a fun thematic matchup here because Radioactive Man is also Gamma. So I want that encounter card that is good for Gamma characters to come on Hulk, and we'll see if we can get that encounter card for Hulk, which gives him extra attack, which is pretty good. And then we have Maria Hill kind of babysitting Hulk here. So let's drop to our hands here 5, and off you go as Hulk. Because we got a double. Ooh, and we got Ingenuity. So let's do our mulligans here. If I play Ingenuity... Okay, wait, if I play the suit up here, we could grab Moon Girl. And then, I'm sure I meant to though. Yeah, why don't we mulligan this card, the Hulk Smash, and then draw 1 more card back up to 5. Okay, that's fine. Then let's do Maria Hill's turn. She's going to shuffle up here. I think Hulk, we have a 43 card deck because of the 3-player side schemes. And Maria Hill has 46 card deck here with our Stun Me All You Want Justice deck. And then Maria Hill has a hand us here 6 and off you go, so let's draw that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we got the Iliad and a special funding here. Do I just want to hold on to that? Or do I... So I could also play Pericles here on turn 1 and save the Iliad for next turn. I think I might just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, well, why don't we just do that? Okay, so we're going to hold on to his hand with Maria Hill. And then Hulk is going to start us off here. Okay, so if I play the suit up and I get Moon Girl, I have 1 mental here. I have the Clarity Purpose. And I have this. So I could just play Moon Girl, draw 2 cards, and then play Ingenuity. Why don't we take a risk here, and we're going to experimental research. Hopefully I don't get something really good. Action, draw a card, and choose a card from your hand. Oh, okay. Um, that that's fine. That doesn't change anything. So we discard the clarity purpose. Yeah, because if I need to play suit up. So I think we just play Moon Girl and the Ingenuity here. So let's use a double here so we can play suit up. As an alter ego action, we are an alter ego. To cause event, search your deck and discard pile for an ally, and upgrade can be attached to ally. Add to your hand. We're gonna get Moon Girl here as our designated ally. Shuffle up our deck, and an upgrade that can be attached to Moon Girl is gonna be the clarity purpose in our discard pile. The one cost upgrade that's attached to any friendly character, including Moon Girl. Um, so yeah, we can use this. We can target it with the suit up. And then clarity purpose here is a mental resource, which is why we want that. So let's go ahead and play Moon Girl here. We're going to use 3 resources right here, including 2 mental resources to play Moon Girl. She says play only if your identity has a champion or genius trait. We do have the genius trait here in our alter ego. After you play it from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource we use to paper. We use 2, drawing 2 cards. Oh man, we lose a move object. That's fine. So 2 resources here to play Ingenuity. It's a 2-cost upgrade. Play only if your identity has a genius trait, which we do have right now in alter ego. With an exhausted to generate a mental resource. So we got our genius stuff all set up here for Hulk. Do we flip up? Yeah, we might as well just flip up here. Let's flip up to hero form. And then we're going to, is there any point in attacking? Not really. We're just going to have Moon Girl Thor for 2 from the main, clear it off. She'll take 2 costs for damage. Because if I attack these minions, will engage Hulk. If I attack Black Widow, we take a retaliate. I forgot to say each one of the Thunderbolt minions have a different effect, and they all have villainous. So Black Widow has retaliate, and after she schemes, we searched in counter deck for the handspring card and attach it to her. Songbird gets 2 boost cards, or additional boost, so 2 boost cards every single time she activates. Or activate after he activates, you do 1 damage to each character you control. All right, that's going to end Hulk's turn. We're not going to do anything. There's no point in attacking Citizen V because he has guard minions anyways. All right, so let's pass it over to Maria Hill. We're going to use our action alter ego, exhaust her, to search your deck for shoot support, add to her hand. Let's get the Pericles here, 6 cost shoot support, then we add to her hand. And then, let's see, I could give a tough to Hulk, and I could give a confused to Songbird, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources right here, so we can play the Pericles here. So this is a 6 cost shoot support. Comes in with 2 supply counters, but with the special funding, if you use this card to pay for shoot support, which you did, give that support 1 additional counter. So 3 counters on a Pericles here. Then with the Pericles, as an action, we can exhaust it and remove a counter to choose to give a hero or a villain a status card. So let's give a hero, Hulk, a tough, and a minion or ally a status card. So let's give Songbird, which is a minion, a confused. And that's going to end our turn. Let's right up, stay in alter ego with Maria Hill so we get that extra hand size. Hulk will draw back up to 4. Ooh, we got to make the call with a triple. Is there any allies that we can even grab though? Oh, a beast. Do we have a build out card? Special superpower training. What does Maria Hill have going on? Quake. Okay. And then Maria Hill will draw back up to 6 here. Hold on to Iliad. Ooh, the doubles are crazy right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it is Citizen V's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. Then he is going to attack Hulk. Since we're engaged with Thunderbolt, he won't activate. So he heals 6 instead. He's at full life. Nothing else happens. Black Widow is going to attack Hulk here. She gets a boost card with Villainous, and with a base of 1, we're going to take it. The boost here is 2. 3 damage, knocks off the tough stats card from Hulk. Then Citizen V schemes against Maria Hill. We're engaged with Thunderbolt, so he doesn't activate. He heals 6. He's at full life. Songbird will scheme, but she's confused. Nothing happens. In counter card for each player, Hulk gets 1, and then Maria will get 1. Hulk got a gank up. The villain and each minion engage with the attack. So now both Citizen V and Black Widow will attack us here. I think that's fine. So Citizen V is going to attack. We're going to block with Moon Girl. So same with a base of 2. Gets a boost card here of 1, and then you are stunned. So Moon Girl takes 3 damage. She gets taken out here. And unfortunately, we also got stunned. Then Black Widow is going to hit with a base of 1. Gets a boost, which is 1. So 2 damage on Hulk. Brings from 18 down to 16. Then Maria Hill gets 1 encounter card, which is Hard Sound. Find Songbird and review her. If she's engaged with you, doesn't matter. She activates against you. So she's going to scheme with a base of 0. She gets 2 boost cards for her activation. So 1, 2. Just a 3 there. So the main goes up to 5. And at the end of the villain phase, we can swap the Thunderbolt minion here with the one with the least hit points. I think we actually just keep him here. Yeah, we're not going to swap because or the one that has the most damage, they all don't have any damage. So we don't have to worry about swapping them. We just keep reacting in here. All right, then we're going to, or he's going to get a tough and a heal 4, but it doesn't matter because he's at full life and has a tough. Pass the first play token over to Maria Hill, who's going to start us off for this turn. All right, see what we got going on here for Maria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could just play support staff. Yeah, we're going to use a resource here. Let's play the support staff. So it's a 1-cost support. Let's put it over here. Comes readied up and 3 supply counters. We can exhaust it and remove a counter. Let's go ahead and do that to generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has the shield trait, which Maria does have. So that's 1 wild resource. This would be 5 more for a total of 6 to play the Iliad here. So we got our second 6-cost shield helicarrier. Comes readied up with 3 mission counters. We can exhaust it, remove a mission counter to pick to either do 5 damage to enemy, remove 4 threat, or heal 3 from an identity. Okay, and then what do we do here? Do we flip up? What does Hope have going on? He can make the call Beast, and then we can play Specialized Training and start working on it. Beast will get me back a triple. So yeah, I probably want Hope to... yeah, I want Hope to flip down here. Okay, so Maria Hill is going to flip up to hero form. We're going to Thor for 2 from the main. Drops from 5 down to 3. Okay, then we're going to pass over to Hulk. So Hulk is going to attack, exhaust attack, which removes our stun. And then we're going to play Make the Call here. Pay the printing cost of an ally and any player's discard out. Let's pay the cost here for Beast. It's a 4-cost ally. We're not getting Moongrove because her effect only activates if she's played from the hand. Beast is 4 costs. This would be 4 resources right here, so we can play him. And when our Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile for any resource card. Add to your hand. Let's get the triple that we used to pay for him and add it back to our hand here. Then we can exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental resource to play Superpower Training. Player sizing comes in with 3 per player threat, so it's going to have 6 threat on there. If we defeat it, both players can search your deck and discard pile for any identity-specific upgrade, and put it into play. All right, Beast is going to exhaust to Thor for 2 from Superpower Training. Drops from 6 down to 4. And then Beast will take a consequential damage. Hope will flip down to Alter Ego, so you don't have to use Enrage and discard your hand because I want to hold on to a triple. That will end our turn. Let's ready up. Having the triple here, I think, is really good for Bruce, for our economy. Oh, wait. Sorry, before we end our turn, we're going to, we should be exhausted. We're going to request a player action from Maria Hill here. Actually, we could kill the Superpower Trainer right now with the Iliad. Yeah, let's do that, actually. We're going to request a player action from Maria Hill, exhaust Iliad, remove a counter. Pick the one to remove 4 threat from a scheme. Defeat Superpower Training here. So when this side scheme is defeated, goes in victory display. Each player may search their deck and discard pile for any identity-specific upgrade put into play. So actually, let's do Hulk first. What identity-specific upgrade do we want? I think we get from discard pile, let's get the immovable object. 3-cost identity-specific upgrade, you get plus 4 hit points and retaliate 1. So our hit points go from 16 up to 19. Our max is now 21. No, 4 hit points, 16 up to 20. And our max is now 22. Okay, and then Maria Hill will actually get the Shield Director here, which actually goes crazy. 2-cost identity-specific upgrade here. Comes right up as an action. So we can do this right now, even though Maria Hill's turn ended. We can do this during Hulk's turn as a player action. We can exhaust the Shield Director to place an all-purpose counter on any shield support. So let's go ahead and do that out of turn. And we're going to place a counter on the Pericles. So it goes up to 3. Then we can exhaust the Pericles. Whoops, 3 counters. Remove a counter. And then give a stats card to a villain or a hero. So let's give a Tough to Maria Hill. And then give a stats card to a minion or an ally. Let's give a Confuse to Black Widow here. Alright, that will end our turn. Let's ready up. Alright, that was really, really good here. We're pretty much like set up, I think. Hope will drop it up to 5, holding on to Limitless Strength. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh man. Alright. Then Maria will drop back up to 5 here because she's in hero form. So 5 for her as well. Alright. Ooh, okay. That's really good. Okay, Citizen V's turn. He's going to add 2 to main. It goes up to 5 threat. Then he's going to attack Maria Hill. He just heals because we're engaged with Thunderbolt. He's at full life. She's going to attack Maria Hill, gets 2 boost cards. We're going to take it because I have a Tough. 1, 2, 3 damage. Knocks off the Tough from Maria Hill. Then same thing for Hulk. Doesn't activate because we're engaged Thunderbolt. Black Widow is Scheme because we're in Alter Ego. She's confused. Then one encounter card for each player. Maria Hill and then Hulk here. Maria got Power of the Atom. Find radioactive man and reveal him. And then he's going to activate. So he's going to scheme, or he's going to attack us here with the base of 2. Let's take the attack to the face, I think. Yeah. So boost card here is going to be 2. So 4 damage. Brings Maria from 9 down to 5. And then after he activates against you, do 1 damage to each character you control. Maria takes another damage, drops down to 4. Then encounter card for Hulk is Pale Little Spider. Find Black Widow. She's going to activate here. Okay, so she's going to scheme on Hulk because we're in Alter Ego with a base of 2. Gets a boost card here of 2. So she schemes for 4. Man goes from 5 up to 9. And then after she schemes with a search to encounter deck and discard pile for Handspring and attach it to her. Have we seen it yet? We have not. So in the encounter deck, we're going to get Handspring here. So attach to Black Widow. When attached enemy would take damage from an attack, do that damage to time character instead and discard this card. So if we ever do damage to her, or if she ever takes damage from an attack. The tough will have priority over that though. Alright. And then at the end of the round, the Thunderbolt minion that has the most damage goes over here. Let's put Radioactive Man here. He's going to get a tough and heal 4. It doesn't matter, he's at full life and already has a tough. Then we pass the first player token over to Hulk, who's going to start us off here. Okay, Hulk is crazy here with this type of hand. I feel we're not having much allies to make the call with, right? What is going on? Just Quake. Does Maria Hill have any ally? We have Dazzler here. Can we somehow get Dazzler into play out of turn? We can, but not during Maria's turn. I mean, but not during Hulk's turn. Okay, so I can play the mansion here. Yeah, we're gonna flip up. Actually, we can use our action here. Experimental resource, draw a card, and choose this card from your hand. So we drew into Helicarrier, and now we have to discard a card. I should not have done that. Yeah. Let's discard the power in all of us. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and then we're gonna flip up here to hero form. So this right here is only a hero resource, so we cannot use this in Alter Ego. Actually, I think we just play everything. So this would be a triple resource here to play our Helicarrier. 3 cost support comes in right up. Do I want to just save it for Maria? I mean, that's fine. Let's exhaust engineering generates a mental resource. This would be a triple for a total of 4, so we can play Avengers Mansion. That's fine. We're gonna discard the make the call with our force interrupt. That's fine. So Mansion comes into play. We can exhaust the Mansion, choose a player, draw a card. Let's have Maria Hill draw a card here. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see, when your turn ends, discard your hand. Okay, so Hulk is going to, what do? We have no thwarting. If we attack, we take the retard there. We take damage back if we attack her. So we just don't attack. I should have just exhausted heal here. Beast will just store for 2 from the main. So take consequent damage, and we're gonna end our turn. With enrage when your turn ends, discard your hand, so we lose and make the call here. So Hulk cannot hold on cards if we're in hero form. Alright, it's Maria Hill's turn here. I definitely want to, I don't have feud agents right now, so I can't reassign. Okay, let's exhaust a Pericles, remove a counter. We're going to give a status card to a hero, tough for Hulk again, and then a status card to a minion, a confuse on Songbird. Alright, then do I want to reassign the support staff? Probably not. I probably want to get another Helicarrier here. Should I get the Bellerophon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm short 1 more. So why don't I hold on to Global Logistics then? Okay, we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. Use our action, exhaust yourself, search your deck for a shoot support, add to your hand. Let's get, or do I get the Douglas? Let's get Douglas actually. Add that to your hand. That might be good to have some threat removal on demand. And we shuffle up our deck. Because I can use the Douglas right now. Bellerophon, I don't think I'll use this turn if I get it. Alright. And then we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources here. So we can play the Douglas. So another 6 cost shoot support. We use special funding. So Douglas normally has 3 counters. It's going to have 4 here because of that special funding there. Funding the Douglas. Comes in right up. When exhausted, remove a counter to remove 2 threat from every single scheme in play. Let's go ahead and do we just burst with the Iliad though? We're gonna play Goal Logistics here. Exhaust shoot card you control. Let's exhaust support staff. Look at the top 4 cards of the player deck or encounter deck. Let's do the encounter deck, and then we can manipulate this however we want. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Black Widow is going to attack Hulk. We give her a high boost here. Then Master Plan might actually be a good encounter card for us to get. Radioactive Man. Let's see what's going on here. So Radioactive Man we can give that to Maria, because then he'll scheme for 1. And then we get Master Plan for Hulk. Wait, no, Hulk is the first player. So Master Plan for Hulk, and Power the Atom for Maria Hill, which will just have Radioactive Man activate. I kind of want to give him. No, I think we just have Radioactive Man attack Hulk with the 0 booster, so we can control that, and Master Plan will for a side scheme, so we can Douglas that side scheme. Okay, I think that will work out. That resolves that. And then we're going to exhaust Shoot Director to place a counter on any shoot support. Let's put it on the Pericles. And then let's go ahead and exhaust the Douglas, remove a counter. Takes 2 off of every single scheme, 2 off the main. I think, yeah, it's fine. All right, that will end our turn. Let's write up here. Hulk draws back up to 4, no cards in hand. Oh, I gotta remember we have Retaliate 1 here. Maria draws back up to 6. Oh, another double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reinforcements is not that good here because we don't have anything to play with it. Okay, it is Citizen V's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. Then he's going to activate because Thunderbolt minion. Black Widow attacks Hulk. She gets a boost here of 3, so 4 damage, knocks off our tough. Nothing else happens. We're going to retaliate, hit her for 1, knock off the tough from Black Widow of our removal object. Then he'll activate against Maria. We're engaged with Thunderbolt, so he heals. He's at full life. Songbird schemes. She's confused. And counter card for each player. Hulk gets dealt 1, and then Maria gets dealt 1. Hulk's going to get Power of the Atom. So find Radioactive Man and reveal him, and then he's going to activate. So he's going to attack Hulk here. Hit him with the base of 2. We're going to defend with Beast. So the boost here is 0. Or, oh, wait. Oh, I misdealt it. Dang it. I wanted the Master Plan. That's fine. So it's going to be 4 damage, takes out Beast. Yeah, I wanted the side scheme to come out. And after Radioactive Man activates, do 1 damage to each character you control. 1 to Hulk brings him down to 19. Alright, and counter for Maria is an assault over an alter ego. It's going to surge. Come on, side scheme. Oh, not side scheme. Cloud of Guard, discard, upgrade, support, control. Oh man, everything here is so good. We toss the support staff, unfortunately. Alright, and we pass the first pistol over to Maria. Oh, and before we do that, we have to put a minion here. We can pick Radioactive Man because they all have no damage, even though she doesn't have a tough. That's fine. He will just heal 4, get a tough. He stays there. Alright, let's take a look at what Hulk's got going on here. We can play Ant-Man, and it's just Skeleon. So let's request a player action. Hulk's going to Avengers Mansion for Maria to draw a card. We can do that out of turn. And then I think we need to heal with Maria, though. Let's request a Helicare from Hulk. So reduce the cost of this card Maria plays by 1. This would be 3 resources, so we can play Agent 13 here. For only 3 costs. We're going to exhaust. Let's just... Should I just heal? If I play a under surveillance here, I can't really... I mean, I need to start getting counters is the thing. No, we're not going to heal. We're going to exhaust ourselves. Search your deck for shoot support. Add to your hand. We need to get a feud agent here. I think I need to start building counters. And then we shuffle up. Alright. Then we're going to use 2 resources here. Let's play a command team. I'll put it here. And a resource here to play a feud agent. So we're just building out our shoot supports. Because that caught off guard really hurt. They each come with 3 counters. Command team we can exhaust to rev up an ally and remove a counter. A feud agent we can exhaust and remove a counter to prevent a consequent damage for a shoot ally. But only as a hero interrupt for the feud agent. Okay, we're going to flip up here to hero form. We say exhausted. We're going to exhaust Pericles, remove a counter. Let's give a tough to Maria Hill. And then let's give a Confuse a Black Widow. Okay, and then what do we do here? Do I want to use that one again? I think with Pericles, let's exhaust Shield Director. Let's count on a Pericles here. All right, Agent 13 is going to Thor for 2 from the main. She'll take a consequence damage whenever she activates. Rate up a shield support. Let's rate up the Pericles again. And then why don't we exhaust it here to place a SAS card on a hero or villain, so it's tough on Hulk, and then on a minion. Yeah, so we're gonna put it on, or ally, so we're gonna put it on Songbird as stun there. Okay, and then we're gonna end our turn. Yeah, we pass over to Hulk here. Okay, Hulk is going to use 3 resources here. Oh wait, did I miscount the Ant-Man thing? No, yeah, we have Ingenuity. So 3 resources here to play Ant-Man. He gets +1 pimp. He gets 1 pimp counter on him for each resource you pay for him. So we use 3, so 3 counters on him, and he has 3 hit points as well. Comes in ready up. Exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental resource, so we can play Triskelion. So now we can have 4 allies as Hulk. Let's go ahead and flip down to Alter Ego, and we're going to exhaust and just heal by 4. Brings back up to our full life of 22. And then Ant-Man is going to Thor for 2 from the main, drop it down to 3. He'll take a consequence damage. All right, that's gonna end our turn. Let's ray up. All right, so we're getting pretty built out here with Hulk, which is good. And then Maria is getting her stuff set up here. All right, we're gonna draw back up to 5 with Maria. We got the Bellerophon and Nick Fury. Okay, and Hulk's gonna draw up to 5 as well. Okay, so it is Citizen V's turn. He's gonna add 2 to main, goes back up to 5. He's going to activate, doesn't because we have a Thunderbolt minion. Stun on Maria Hill, and activation for Hulk, Confused for Bruce Banner. Then we're getting counter cards. So 1 for Maria and a 1 for Hulk. Maria got Side Scheme here. Oh, nice Side Scheme. 2 per player threat, so it's gonna have 4 threat. And when reviewed, each player engages each minion engaged with the player clockwise from them. So engage with the player. So I don't think we get Radioactive Man, but we just swap our minions here. So Black Widow comes here, Songbird comes over here. All right, that's a hazard. And Hulk gets, ooh, another Side Scheme, perfect. 3 per player, so it's gonna have 6 threat here. When reviewed, each player engages each minion engaged with the player clockwise. Okay, never mind. So we just swap back. They don't have any effect or anything when we do that, so we just swap them back. And at the end of the villain phase, we're gonna keep Radioactive Man here underneath Thunderbolt back up. Okay, passes over to Hulk here. All right, so we are actually gonna even play this player's Side Scheme here with Hulk. Okay, let's exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental resource, so we can play. Let's move her over here. Build support. Player sizing comes in with 3 per player threat, so 6 threat on here. After we defeat it, each player can search your deck and discard pile for a support and put it into play. All right, and then man, we're gonna kill everything here with that. Let's use 4 resources here, so I can play Black Panther. Whenever he enters play, choose a leadership event in your discard pile and attach them face down. So let's grab a Suit Up here from discard pile and attach it face down underneath Black Panther. We can play that as if they're in our hand. And then let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. Hulk's not going to use the activation here. We just want to be in hero form for no reason. Black Panther's going to be readied up. Let's use our activations here with these guys. So do I want to, yeah. Ant-Man's going to Thor for 2 from here. Take a consequence damage. Black Panther's going to Thor for 2 from here. Drops from 6 down to 2. And he'll take a consequence damage. Or he'll take 2 consequence damage for activating. Okay. And then we're going to Avengers Mansion for Maria to draw a card. And then we're going to Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that Maria plays by 1. Okay, and then Hulk will end his turn. So back to Maria here. All right, let's do our thing. So next card that we play is reduced by 1. So I think we want to do Nick here. So playing for 3. So yeah, 3 resources right here, so I can play Nick Fury. Whenever he activates, we can place 1 all-purpose counter on any shield support that we control. So let's go ahead and exhaust a Douglas. Remove a counter to remove 2 from every single scheme. So 2, 2, 2, and then the main drops from 5 down to 3. This also ignores quest icons, which doesn't matter right now. All right. So we did that. Then we're going to have Asian 13. Let's store for 2 from the main. And then she'll ready up any shoot support. Let's ready up the Douglas here. She'll take console damage. All right, then we exhaust Douglas again, remove a counter, takes 2 from every single scheme, clears off all 4 schemes here. Crazy. So both side schemes are defeated. And when our build support is defeated, each player may search their deck and discard off for support with 3 less put into play. This goes in victory display. So Hulk is going to get Quinn Carrier. Have we seen it yet? No, we have not. So Hulk is going to find the Quinn Carrier, which is a 3-cost support, puts it straight into play here, and shuffle up. And in Maria Hill, do we get the Helicarrier? Or do I want to just build feud agents here? Or I could also get the support staff back. I feel like Helicarrier might be better here, so Hulk can use it. So yeah, Maria's gonna get the Helicarrier. I think we've discarded already. So 3-cost shoot support, the Helicarrier come into play for Maria Hill. Oh man, running out of space. Okay, so then Black Widow is still engaged with Hulk here. All right, so I think we're just fully set up now. All right, so what do we got going on? We have Bellerophon, which I still want to play, and we have a command team. What's in our discard pile? Do I have a feud agent or command team? Okay, last command team's gone. We have 2 feud agents in the deck, so I could grab 1 as a resource here. I think I would do that. Wait, no, I want to just heal. Dang, we used the thing here already for Hulk, and I don't want to toss the Bellerophon. So I think we just grab the feud agent here, use it as a resource instead of healing. Okay, we're going to flip down here to Arch Eagle, I think. Oh, wait, sorry guys. Let me use reassignment because this is our hero ability. We don't use it in hero form. We can move a counter. Let's move one from the command team over to Douglas. So 2 counters on the Douglas again. All right, then we're going to flip down to Arch Eagle. We'll use our Arch Eagle action. Exhaust us to search your deck for a shoot support. Add to your hand. Let's get a feud agent there. Add to your hand. All right. Then we're going to exhaust Helicarrier to reduce the cost next card played by 1. Feud agent is a resource to play the command team down. So now we have 2 command teams here. And definitely no more space. All right. Okay, and then Nick Fury needs to activate so we can add a counter. Let's have him swing for 2, knock out the Tough from Songbird. Nothing else changes, and then after he used the basic power, place an all-purpose counter on shoot support. Let's put a counter on the Iliad here. And then I think, hold up, sorry guys, the Pericles should be readied up. We never use it this turn, so this should be readied up here. Let's hold that in our hand. We're going to exhaust the Pericles and remove a counter. Let's give a stats card to the villain, or hero, it doesn't matter. So we'll just give a stun to Citizen V, and we're going to give a stats card to a minion. So let's give a confuse to Songbird. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. All right. And then Nick Fury will take a constant damage. I forgot after he activates. Shoot Director adds a counter to any shoot support. Let's put on the Pericles. All right, and that's gonna end our turn here. All right, so we can ready up. And Maria Hill still a little bit low with her 4 life here. We want to try to get a recovery off. Hope we draw back up to 4. Got the Nick Fury that we can't play. But we have Suit Up here for Black Panther, and Maria draw back up to 6. Hold on to Bellerophon. Oh, I kind of want to just meditate on the Bellerophon now instead of heal. I'll never get this recovery off. Okay, Citizen V's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. He attacks Hulk. I think the stats actually has priority over the Force Interrupt with the official ruling, so we discard stun instead, and he doesn't heal, but he's at full life anyways. Black Widow's going to attack us, gets a boost card. We're going to take it because we have a tough. Base of 1 plus 2, 3 damage, knocks off our tough. Then Citizen V schemes against Maria. We're engaged with Thunderbolt, so he doesn't activate. He heals, full life. Songbird schemes, she's confused. Then a count card for each player. 1 for Hulk, 1 for Maria. Hulk got Sound Constructs, attaches Songbird. And then the enemy loses star whenever they would get a confused or stun, we discard instead. And then so they don't get stunned or confused, and then there's an amplify there. And then the last encounter card for Maria here is perfect side scheme. Whenever you place 1 additional threat here for each prep card in play, This is our prep here, so it's gonna have 4 plus the 1. I don't think we have any other preps. Yeah, so 5 threat on here with an amplify. All right, and then we pass it over to Maria, who's gonna start us off. Okay, what's Hulk got going on? We just flip down and suit up with Hulk, basically. And then what's Maria gonna do? Do I want to kill one of the minions here? If I could Bellerophon, Black Widow, and then no, I need to either Iliad twice or Bellerophon twice. I think that's fine. We just kill Black Widow here. Okay, let's go ahead and play in Meditation. Alter ego action, exhaust your alter ego. Play a card from here, reducing its cost by 3. So Bellerophon's only going to be 3 cost here. We'll use 3 resources right here, so we can play the Bellerophon. So we got our final 6 cost shoot support. Now let's put it over here because we're just out of space. Right up and has 3 counters. And I forgot to ready up the shoot director, so that should be ready up. All right. Then we can, as an action, exhaust the Bellerophon, remove a counter. Choose a player. We're going to choose Hulk. Do 3 damage to a villain and each minion engaged with that player. So 3 to Citizen V. This will bypass guard because it's non-attack. So first damage to him, and 3 damage to Black Widow here. And this will also bypass her retaliate and the handspring, because handspring only works for attacks, and then retaliate is also for attacks. It's non-attack. So do 3 damage on her. And we discard her tough. She doesn't have any toughs anyways. Then we're going to let's flip up here to hero form. We're going to have Agent 13. Let's have her Thor for 2 from here. Drops from 5 down to 3. And then she can ready up a shoot support. Let's ready up the Bellerophon. And then she'll take a contour damage. We're going to exhaust a feud agent and remove a counter to prevent 1 of that contour damage because she is a shoot ally. Then we exhaust the Bellerophon again, remove a counter. 3 damage on Citizen V, 29 down to 26, and 3 on Black Widow. So 6 total damage on her now. Right. Then we're going to exhaust this command team and remove a counter to ready up Agent 13 here. And then we're going to exhaust the Iliad, remove a counter, choose the one to do 5 damage to enemy. Hits Black Widow for 5, non-attack, so bypassing that. She has 11 damage on her now. And then we're going to have Agent 13, let's exhaust her Thor for 2 from here. And then she'll ready up the Iliad. She'll also take a consequential damage. Exhaust Iliad again, remove a counter, 5 damage on Black Widow, so that will kill her. Because now she has 16 damage, defeating her, only 14 life, bypassing all of her stuff, because non-attack. So we defeat our first Thunderbolt, she goes in victory display, gets removed from the game, and this card is discarded. So we just need to defeat 1 more Thunderbolt before we can defeat Citizen V. Okay, let's use our shoot director to add a counter on a shoot support. Let's put it on the Iliad here. And then I don't even think we used the Douglas here. So Nick was just going to Thor for 2 from here. He'll take a consequential damage. He can, and then he can add a counter on a shoot support. So why don't we put it on? We're gonna put it on. Oh man, wait. Okay, let's put it on. Let's put it on the Bellerophon. I think I messed up somewhere actually. So Black Widow, the previous turn, she attacked Hulk, right? We would have retaliated, and then she would have the most damage, and then she would have moved over here, I think. Oh dang it, that would have messed that all up. How much damage do we do to her? Bellerophon is 16, plus the Iliad does 10. Or Bellerophon is 6, and then Iliad, because we did 3, 3, and plus 5, 5, so we did 16. Okay, sorry guys. So Black Widow should actually have 1 damage on her. And then with the Thunderbolts in, because I forgot the retaliate for Hulk, I knew that would mess me up. So let's just put this back on there. So she would have actually swapped over to here, and then we would have swapped this. She would have hewed back to full life, and she gets a tough status card. And then Bellerophon cannot hit her because it says choose a player and do 3 damage to each minion engaged with that player. So it can't even target Black Widow. So we would have done 17 damage with the Bellerophon using it twice and the Iliad using it twice. So we're going to actually just do the damage here on Songbird and kill her instead. So we discard this instead, and then she goes in victory display. Sorry about that, guys, because the retaliate would have changed everything. Yeah, so we defeat Songbird instead of Black Widow. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Yeah, so we just do that. And then we're going to play a Global Logistics, exhaust a shoe card you control. Let's exhaust our command team here. Look at top 4 cards in the encounter deck, and we can manipulate however we want. Okay, so if I Pericles here, I want to put a stun on Citizen V and a confuse on radioactive man. So we get 2 encounter cards. We always want a side scheme, and then this will be for Hulk. Oh, we can get this to Hulk finally. Yes, that'd be really good. Okay, and then the rest here doesn't really matter. We just put it back. All right, that resolves the Global Logistics. Then we're going to exhaust a Pericles, remove a counter. Let's give a stun on Citizen V and a confuse on radioactive man. Oh, Citizen V will still heal though, because oh man, unless we confuse him, I could ready up H13. No, I don't think I want to do that. Are we decking out here actually? We're not. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're not. Okay, that's fine. I think we just keep it that way and just let him heal. All right, we're gonna pass over to Hulk here. What is Hulk gonna do? We might as well just attack. Let's just swing for. Do I have Ant-Man and Black Panther go away? We're gonna have Ant-Man swing for 2, knock off the tough from radioactive man here. He'll take constant damage, get defeated. And then Hulk's just gonna swing for 3 on radioactive man and put 3 damage on him. All right, then we're gonna flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to exhaust Avengement to draw a card. And then we're going to play the card underneath Black Panther as they're in her hand, so we can play a suit up here for 2 cost. We're going to use 2 resources here to play the suit up. So search your deck and discard out for an ally, and an upgrade can't be attached to ally, so we're gonna get Moon Girl as our ally. And then an upgrade that can't be attached to it, it's gonna be Clarity Purpose, add to your hand. Then we can play Moon Girl, because we have the Genius trait right here. Let's use 3 mentals, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 with Ingenuity to play Moon Girl. Draw 3 cards because we use 3 mental resources to pay for her. 1, 2, 3. All right. See, this guy's just gonna heal, so there's no point doing anything else with that. Do we just play Banner's Laboratory? Get another. We're gonna request a player action from Maria Hill to exhaust our helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that Hulk plays by 1. He'll also helicarrier himself, so we can play Banner's Laboratory here. 2 cost support, we get plus recovery, and we can exhaust this to generate a mental resource in Alter Ego. I just realized I'm out of counters now. Okay, and then what do we do with this hand? I think we just hold on to it. After you change form this card as card. Okay, we're just gonna hold on this. Do we attack? No, there's no point. We have a guard minion. We don't want to engage Black Widow here. Maria Hill can defeat Black Widow next turn. Okay, yeah, we're gonna end our turn. Okay, Hulk's not really doing that much. So we're gonna ready up all of our cards. And then Maria is gonna get close to decking out here. Hulk would draw 1 more card back up to 5 because we're in Alter Ego. And then Maria's gonna drop to 5 here with 1 card left in the deck. So luckily she's not decked out here. All points, ooh, on the double. Okay, it is Citizen V's turn. He is going to add 2 to main, goes up to 4. Okay, he's gonna attack Maria Hill. He's stunned here, so activation doesn't go through. Then actually, I should have just confused him. That's fine. Then he's going to scheme against Hulk. He heals because we're engaged with another minion instead of activating, so it goes back up to his full life, 32. I should be confused because we have a self on Maria. Then Rare Activating is going to scheme on Hulk. He's confused. Then we get 1 encounter card for each player. 1 for Maria, 1 for Hulk. Maria got a side scheme here with 6 threat, because 3 per player. And then it's a crisis. And when any amount of threat would be removed, or when any amount of damage would be dealt to an enemy as a force interrupt, remove an equal amount of threat from here instead. Then Hulk was going to get radiation exposure attached to your identity. And then we have -1 scheme, -1 attack. But if we have the gamma trait, we get +1 attack instead. As a force response after you recover, we have discard card from hand to discard this card. But now we have 4 attack as Hulk. That's pretty cool. Do we have our any more Hulk smashes in here? Oh no, they're all gone. Okay. Then at the end of villain phase, he has the most damage, so we have to swap them. And then we heal 3 from reactive, or heal 4 from an expert mode. So it goes back to full life, and he gets a tough stats card. So he's just fine there. And now we engage with Black Widow. Pass it over to Hulk, and then Hulk's gonna start us off here. Okay, so can Maria kill Black Widow right now? Do we want to deck out with her and then just grab the Bellerophon back up again? What's our hand? On the double. So if I use 4 resources here and then double Helicarrier, I could grab whatever shoot support that I want back again. I might want to do that. If I grab, or do I want to grab the Iliad? Iliad comes in with 3 counters. So I probably want to grab the Iliad actually. Okay, let's do with all points bulletin as well. Okay, maybe we don't have to even do that. Let's exhaust the Bellerophon, remove a counter as our action turn for Hulk, because he's going to request Marie to do that. Choose a player, choose Hulk, 3 damage to a villain, and each minion engage that player, discarding all toughs first. So take the tough out there, 3 damage on Black Widow, ignoring her retaliate and the handspring because it's not an attack. Alright, so she now has 3 damage finally on her. Alright, then what do we do here? Marijo's in hero form, so we could play the all points bulletin right now out of turn. And it would do how much? For each shield support you have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do 8 more damage on her. And then she has 3 plus 8 is 11. And then Bellerophon would just kill her immediately. And then we lose it though. Okay, let's exhaust the Shield Director to place a counter on the Bellerophon. Okay, we're going to... Okay, we can still do that out of turn. And then out of turn, we're going to play a on the double. So ready any number she supports with a combined cost of 6 or less. So Bellerophon 6 cost, ready that back up. Then it's still out of turn, still Hulk's turn, but we can exhaust and now remove a counter, do 3 damage to the villain, down to 26, and then 3 to Black Widow. So 6 total damage now on Black Widow. Alright. Then out of turn, we can also play the all points bulletin here. So 2 resources to play all points bulletin. For each shield support you control, choose one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a Helicarrier. So 8 shield supports is nice. Supports to upgrade. We can pick to do 8 damage to enemy. So we're just going to do 8 to Black Widow here. 6 plus 8 is 14. She won't attack because not an attack. So she's just defeated here. She goes in big display and ignores a handspring as well because not attack. So now we have 2 Thunderbolts in big display, Songbird and Black Widow. So they're both gone here. All right, and then it's still Hulk's turn, so let's have Hulk do his thing. Do we want to suit up? No, we have no more damage stuff, so we might as well just flip up here. Let's go ahead and flip up to hero form. We're going to exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental resource to play Boundless Rage, so we get +1 attack. And we have another +1 attack with the radiation exposure here, so we have 5 attack. Let's swing for 5 on System B, brings us from 26 down to 21. Then we're going to use Queen Carrier to generate a physical resource, declare why be physical. Second physical here to play Unstoppable Force. We can ready Hulk. If you use only physicals, which you did, draw a card. Oh, another one. Okay, Hulk's gonna swing here for 5 again. Brings System B from 21 down to 16. Hulk is Hulk smashing here. And then we're going to do we want to, let's exhaust Avengement for Hulk to draw a card. Gotta suit up. So if I Helicarrier, yeah, we're gonna exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. So this is 1 cost, 1 physical to play it, ready Hulk. And if we use only physicals, which we did, we can draw a card. So Hulk's gonna swing here for 5 again on Season V, brings it from 16 down to 11. Oh man, we got a Crushing Blow here. So this would be a resource, so we can play Crushing Blow. Wait, sorry, we need a physical. So this would be a physical resource right here to play Crushing Blow. We have to use physicals when paying for this card. Do damage to enemy equal to attack, which is 5 with the radiation exposure and Boundless Rage. So that brings Citizen V from 11 down to 6 here. All right, and then Moon Girl is going to swing for 2. That'll bring from 6 down to 4. Moon Girl would take 2 consequent damage. And then we just pass over to Maria here, who can just exhaust Iliad, remove a counter, pick the one to do 5 damage to enemy. Oh man, I forgot. Sonic Bubble here. So when any character would take any amount of damage, we remove threat from here first. Sorry guys. Okay, so before we do all that, what we're actually going to do is have the Iliad do 5 damage to remove 5 threat off of here. And then we're going to Douglas to remove 2 from every single scene. Sorry guys, that was a huge miss. So that would defeat this first. And then the 5 damage never goes from Iliad, and then Douglas removes the threat. Okay, so now we can still do what we want to do. Let's have Age 13 Thor for 2, clear off the main. Exhaust the feud agent, remove a counter to prevent the console damage, and she can ready up a shoot support. Let's ready up the Iliad here. Let's use reassignment so I don't have to discard anything to move a counter from command team over to the Iliad. So 2 counters here. And then Maria Hill's turn, she can exhaust Iliad, move a counter, deals 5 damage to enemy. Hitting Citizen V for 5, and that'll bring from 4 all the way down to 0. And for Citizen V here, since we have 2 Thunderbolt minions in Victor's play, because we're playing in 2 players, we are able to defeat him here. So now that we bring him down to 0, he is defeated. Yeah, sorry about the missed stuff there, guys, with the retaliate from Hulk and also the Sonic Bubble there. I needed to clear that off first before we do any of the damage there. So we would have just, we could have just done Iliad and Douglas, because Iliad can do 5 damage or just remove 4 threat. Actually, that would have been fine as well. Yeah, so that we could have done that out of turn. And then, sorry about the the forgetting all the stuff there. But yeah, that was really cool that Hulk did a lot of damage there, because this gives him +1 attack and a balance range, a lot of radiation for him because he has the gamma trait. Swinging for 5, and then we played crushing blow and 2 unstoppable forces here. So Hulk really getting able to do a lot of damage for that final big burst there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay here against the Thunderbolts in Season B. Hulk and Maria were able to take him down. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.